the Universe City of Street Dance. I'm Tzoul. This is my Universe City. Today we're going to be doing a course in ethics. Ethics 101 is broken into 7 sections. The first section, asking people to dance. The second part is about cleanliness. The third part is floorcraft. The fourth part is consent. The fifth part is for those of you that are brand new to partner dancing. The sixth part is something cute. The seventh part is why this is not easy, followed by the eighth part, which is about mindset. I hope you're excited because the whole purpose of the Universe City of Street Dance is to help you create amazing dances. Okay, section 1, asking people to dance. The leader, typically the one that invites the dance. That has a lot to do with the leader's role. The leader is often the initiator, or that's one of the foundations of leadership. That's not to say that it's improper for the follow to also initiate dance. When you're inviting someone to dance, it's important to come there with confidence, but also an open mind and an open heart to the possibility of a no. And you do get a no, appreciate that no, and let them know that you appreciate it. Just because you ask someone to dance and they say no, doesn't mean they're saying no to you. So it's okay to ask someone to dance about 3 times over the course of a night. If you get 3 no's from someone, that is a clear social cue that they don't want to dance with you, and that's fine. 3 no's in one night, you're cut off. You don't know their story, they don't know your story. It's okay, just move on. There's plenty of people that are going to want to dance with you. If you feel uncomfortable with someone repeatedly asking you to dance, feel free to let them know. You're going to be doing them a favor by using open communication, and you're going to be helping the dance community in general. When we get to the 4th section on consent, we'll talk more about that. So part of asking someone to dance is also presenting yourself in a way that says, please ask me to dance. If you're sitting in the back of the room, you're far from the dance floor, you're up against the wall, you're clearly saying that I need to have some me time. Make your presence very known. Come to the edge of the dance floor and show with your body language that you would like to receive an invitation. This is a social thing, and there's a lot of conversations happening on the edge of the dance floor, and it's okay to interrupt conversations to ask someone to dance. However, I want you to use body language as a clear indicator of whether or not that is appropriate for the moment. If the person that you're about to ask to dance is completely facing another person, like they're closed off, then that's probably not the right time to ask. If they're slightly positioned open to the dance floor, so there's an opening within the conversation, so like a V shape within the conversation, their body language is saying, this conversation is important, but I'm also open to receive an invitation. Stick around for section 4, where we go over consent, and I'll help you understand how to receive no's. Section 2, cleanliness. Really important. Have some mints. If you don't have any mints, ask someone for some mints. It's really important to have good breath. You're really breathing on each other a lot in partner dancing, so make sure you have mints. Make sure your breath is really, really nice, okay? Secondly, I like to have hand sanitizer. Pay attention to how you smell. Again, we're very close proximity to each other. The other person can smell you, and smell does a lot. On the topic of smell, here's a video about how I make my own deodorant. My thing is witch hazel. It isn't astringent, so it's gonna close things up. So it's gonna take those sweat glands and shrink them a little bit. And also is slightly antiseptic, so we're gonna be killing off some of those bacteria. It's also fantastic because it's clear, right? So you're not gonna stain your clothes. I'm gonna be mixing witch hazel with some essential oils. I'm gonna add Texas cedar wood, a musky smell, right? And then lang lang, which also has a very Masco smell. It's a bit floral, but not too much so. It's still really deep. Now clary sage I'm putting in here just because I have a wonderful relationship with it. Helps with concentration and contemplation and creating new ideas. I want new ideas. I want to create new experiences, and I really want to be super inventive on the dance floors. I'm choosing to use a spritzer bottle. So funnel, glass bottle. Let's see. That feels about right. Yeah, I'm gonna put lots of Texas cedar wood. And witch hazel. Let's talk about sweat. Those of you that are sweatier than others, you should bring extra shirts. It's important to not be the sweatiest person on the dance floor. You also don't want to be the driest person either, okay? You want to sweat. It's good. Partner dancing is very active and energizing, and we do sweat a lot, okay? So don't worry if you sweat some. Just don't be the sweatiest person on the dance floor, and bring extra shirts to change into. Section 3, Floorcraft. Floorcraft can be summed up into don't bump into people, but it's more than that. Leaders, typically, you don't want to close your eyes that much. The best moment to close your eyes is when you're doing some non-traveling movement. So when you're doing some micro movement, some in-place movement, then closing your eyes is totally acceptable. If you're not moving, if you're relatively stationary on the dance floor, it's up to other people to not bump into you. Followers, it's really, really common for you to close your eyes. Oftentimes, it's encouraged in certain moments throughout the dance, but there's a couple moments that you don't want to close your eyes. When you're kind of spread out, it's best not to close your eyes then. It's also best not to close your eyes in a situation where you're traveling forward and your lead is traveling backwards. In those moments, you want to have your eyes open so you can have your leaders back. And if you see that they're about to bump into somebody, just give them a little squeeze real quick. Most leaders know that indication, and they will appreciate it. If you bump into someone, don't worry about it. It happens all the time. Try to catch eye contact with them just to let them know that you acknowledge that that happened. Look for a smile, smile back if everything's okay. And at the same time, you want to check in with your partner and make sure they're okay. Even if the bump wasn't so hard, it's still a very nice gesture. If there's some sort of crash that happens between you and your partner, just check in with them, ask them if they're okay. It's really valuable to get some eye contact with people and make sure they're okay. If you bump into someone really hard, it's okay to stop the dance and check in with them and make sure they really are okay. And then what you want to do at the end of the dance is find them on the side of the dance floor and do another check-in. When talking about floorcraft, it's really important to talk about elbows. And as follows, you're trained to have your elbows pointing down. Sometimes the elbows do go up. As a matter of fact, for a lead's turn, typically the follow elbow is going to go up, and for a follow's turn, typically the leader's elbow will go up. So be really conscious of your elbows. Be really conscious of the space around you. If you're opening up, make sure you have space. If it's a crowded dance floor, keep your elbows down, keep your movements small, keep your partner close to you. Okay, section 4, consent. Consent is a very broad topic. There's a lot to go over. I'm going to distill this as best as possible, but I want you to continue to do more research on consent, and I'll list some places you can go to for that information. The first thing I want to say about consent is now you know. Welcome to the club. You are now initiated. By participating in partner dancing, it is my opinion that you are now a consent activist. Now that you're a partner dancer, you are actively participating in consent. Okay, I think it's time for a dance break. Firstly, it's your right to have. Secondly, it can be taken away at any time. This goes for your whole life, everything you do in your life, on the dance floor, off the dance floor. Consent can be taken away at any time. In the middle of a dance, in the middle of a sexual act, it doesn't matter. If you feel uncomfortable, there's no need to proceed. There is no obligation for you to justify a no. Please do not be fearful of saying no. It is the other person's responsibility to know how to receive a no. Know this, that saying no to a dance doesn't mean you're saying no to the person. Although, it can be. Really, I want you to appreciate the no, because it's what's best for both parties. When you do get a no, it's important to not take it personally. And please do not try to change the other person's mind. Know that what they're doing is taking care of themselves. What's important here is how to identify a full yes, okay? Body language will tell you everything. Body language is the first thing that we use to discern consent, but words are absolutely important when it comes to establishing consent. Oftentimes, with somebody that you have a really strong relationship with, a simple gesture like this can invite a dance. Generally, you want to use your words. You want to say, "Would you like to dance?" You don't want your invitation to be pushy. Get a full yes. If they're not a full yes, check in with them again. Ask them, "Are you sure?" Because I can't tell if you're sure. When you get a yes, I want you to pay attention to the person's body language. If they come towards you with that yes, that's a full yes. Now, if they close off a little bit or if they seem unsure, that is not a full yes, and it's really important to make sure that it's a full yes. When we're talking about power dynamics in a partner dancing construct, it looks like teacher-student, or DJ-dancer, or event producer and attendee of the event. Power dynamics has to do with the fear of the consequences of saying no, which is why you need to give a lot of space in order for someone to give you an authentic response. Something important to ask yourself: if no is not available, then a yes is not valid. Now, this is a quote taken from Carrie French's booklet. The title of the booklet is Reimagining Connection Through Using Consent, a short guide to the revolution of consent culture, as presented here by Shantala Davis.
Reimagining connection.
I suggest you go deeper into this and consult Carrie French or Shantala Davis. It's really important that you study up on consent. There's a lot to learn. I'm going to link Carrie French and Shantala Davis as a resource for you. For those of you that are caretakers of a dance scene, I want you to look right here. This is a helpful graph on the stages of consent development in a dance community. Great, well, I'm glad that you stuck through the consent portion. So now this part is for you people that are brand new to partner dancing. Welcome home, we're so glad to have you. It's really valuable. This whole thing is really special. Please feel encouraged to participate. These dances were created out of culture and people just getting together and wanting to be together. This is going to be life-changing for you. The mission with the UniverseCityofStreet dance is to promote partner dancing consciousness. And here at the University, we're just pointing you in the right direction. You're brand new to partner dancing. I want to say this. Often we get the question, do I need to bring a partner? Totally not. Matter of fact, it's super rare that you ever need a partner. Maybe for a lap dancing class, or maybe if you're doing a strictly dance competition, or maybe if it's some sort of choreography class. Generally, you do not need to bring a partner, especially not to a social dance. Most, if not all partner dancing classes, there's a rotation of partners. Really, the point is to dance with everybody because that's how we learn about ourselves. So there you go. Welcome to partner dancing. Lesson number 1, dance with everybody. Okay, how do you know if a dance class is for beginners? If the dance class doesn't indicate intermediate or advanced, yes, most dance classes are open to beginners. Partner dancing is extremely inclusive. We really want more people, we want new people, we want people to participate, and the more the merrier. So really feel welcome to come to partner dancing. You don't have to have any experience with dance. Just show up. Like, it's a super open-hearted thing. When it comes to levels in a dance class, I try to get into the highest level I can. The only exception here is where you think you might slow down the class. But again, if it's not indicated intermediate or advanced, don't worry about it. We want you there. Shoes. Shoes are an important, fun thing to talk about when it comes to partner dancing. Again, first time or beginners, it doesn't matter. Just show up, whatever shoes you have. But if you happen to have shoes that are a little extra slippy on the bottom, that's going to be the best. Because we're going through the effort of throwing a dance event someplace that has really nice floors. We want you to have that experience of sliding around and being able to spin in place, and it's better for your knees, okay? So whatever shoes you have that have the least amount of traction on the bottom, those are the best. Real quickly, if you're thinking about wearing high heels, I say go for it, okay? The benefit of high heels is that it brings your weight forward, and that's really important in partner dancing, is to have a forward intention with your partner. Specifically swing dances, there's forward, but there's also a back. There's also a settling back sort of action. And those dancers don't tend to use heels as often as what some people call Latin dances. Safety third, consider your balance, consider your ankles and stuff like that. So heels can be dangerous, but there's also a lot of value there. Here's another common thing that we get from beginners. Should I take group lessons or private lessons, or will taking classes ruin my individual creativity? The answers are yes, yes, and no. Group lessons are my favorite. I have over 700 on my belt. They're my favorite way to learn. They're my favorite way to participate in partner dancing as a community activity. Group lessons are also really valuable for slow learners. Okay, you know what? I think it's time for a dance break. Private lessons are amazing. To get that one-on-one attention, focusing on your own personal needs, it's incredibly valuable, and it's really important to us dance teachers. It's how we make a living. So I super encourage you to take private lessons. Private lessons will accelerate your learning, and the more fun that you'll have sooner. Should I take group lessons? Yes. Should you take private lessons? Yes. Will taking lessons destroy your individual creativity? And the answer 1,000 times is no. Now this is my specialty, because I have one-on-one experience with thinking that I didn't need dance lessons. Something like 15 years ago, I thought that dance lessons were a horrible idea. I thought that I had this super magical connection to music, and that I was just the most amazing dancer, and that lessons were just gonna ruin my special connection. And let me tell you what, nothing could be further from the truth. Oh my God, as soon as I started taking dance lessons, I discovered that there was so much to learn, where I thought before I knew everything. You need structure for art. A painting needs a frame. Art needs something to hold it up, right? Without structure, all art would just be a puddle on the ground. Okay, same thing for dancing. When you have structure to build from, there's more potential for art. There's more potential for creativity. Okay, now for something cute. Section 6. The last and the first dance. It's not entirely a social norm, but it is something that's deeply wound into the culture of partner dancing. If you're attending a social dance with somebody that's very special to you, a partner, if you're on a date, if you're cultivating a very strong relationship with a specific person and you're both at a social dance together, it's really, really cute, really sweet, really nice to reserve the first and the last dance for that person, okay? Even if this means skipping the first couple dances while they get their shoes on or while they go to the bathroom or something like that. Now the last dance, take this lightly, is it's kind of a way for you to express to someone that they're special to you. And so if somebody asks you for a last dance, they could be, not always, but sometimes, they could be indicating something a little bit more romantic. Even if that's not your intention, it's okay to say yes, and it's also okay to say no if you want to keep clear boundaries with that person. In section 8, we're going to be talking about mindset. And I'm going to go over more about the importance of intentions there. But just so you know that that is inherent within the culture of partner dancing, the last dance is kind of special, and you might want to reserve that for somebody special. Now take this lightly because not everybody is aware of this unspoken social norm, but I just want to share it with you because that's kind of what this video is about. Section 7. Why this is not easy. It's emotionally challenging, it's mentally challenging, and it's physically challenging. Emotionally challenging. It brings up intimacy issues all the time. So be relaxed with yourself, okay? Just know that this is a constant work in progress and nobody leaves this earth with everything figured out. So use partner dancing as a tool to develop your emotional intelligence. Use partner dancing as a tool to work on your intimacy issues. Use partner dancing to develop your boundary skills, to get to know who you are. We're exercising that rejection muscle, learning how to fail. These are all life skills. Partner dancing is physically challenging as well. But just so you know, there's no physical expectations. You're not required to be any way. Showing up as you are to a dance is perfect. The fact that you showed up by itself is amazing. Physical limitations should not discourage you from participating in partner dancing. There's also a lot that goes into partner dancing. There's the music coordination, there's being a DJ. There's also event organization. You could also just be there. Being on the sidelines of a social dance is so much fun. It's so awesome. I really encourage you to bring your kids to the dance. I really encourage you to bring the elderly. Differently abled, alternately abled people are still welcome at a partner dance, and they're still welcome on the dance floor. There's no rule against wheelchairs or canes or crutches or casts on the dance floor. It doesn't matter your physical limitations, you are welcome, okay? Remember, this is a cultural thing. This is not about being the best, it's not about being the sexiest, it's not about being the suavest, okay? It's a cultural thing. These dances came out of culture. They came out of people getting together just to be together. Partner dancing is so beneficial to your physical well-being. It really, really helps develop balance. Partner dancing helps move your lymph, so we're circulating those toxins out of our body. It develops your flexibility, it develops your physical strength, it develops range of motion, it develops coordination, it helps you find awareness in your body, it helps you restructure, it really, really helps with posture, okay? As you develop your partner dancing skills, you'll notice the importance of posture, and you'll take that off the dance floor and into the world, and you'll just be healthier. Mentally challenging. Mentally challenging mostly comes up for new leads, all right? There's a lot to think about. Be kind and gentle with yourself, all right? Allow yourself to mature slowly. Remember, the learning is mostly the fun. It's the journey. It's not the end. There's no end to partner dancing. You know, this is partner dancing, right? You're doing two things at once, and this will incredibly increase your ability to multitask. If it's easy, then it wouldn't be fun. Every dance is a new dance. So it's like you get as many extra lives as you want, as many redos, as many start overs. So be relaxed. So for this final section, section 8, about mindset, I really just want to read to you what I wrote. View your partner as your equal. Do not try to teach your partner on the dance floor or even in a group lesson. This has a lot to do with power dynamics and consent. Only if requested by your partner do you even offer any advice on or off the dance floor. May I suggest that even if guidance is requested, that you lean more to the side of leading by example. It's really important to help relieve stress in the dance. You can do this by helping the other person feel confident in their abilities no matter where they are on their partner dance journey. The correct mindset is to always create the best dance ever. So let me say that again. The first mindset. This is the best dance ever. I learned this from Andrew Sutton in a workshop that he did where he was introducing his Dance Ninja program. If you want to be a partner dance facilitator, instructor, please look up Andrew Sutton. He's one of the OGs. He's been doing it for a long time. He's got a lot to offer. I have so much respect for Andrew Sutton. He taught me so much about the proper mindset to have. Okay, continuing on to the second mindset. Also in a workshop, class, group lesson, whatever, understand that everyone is walking this path for themselves. Don't think for a moment that they need you. The second mindset I want you to practice is being the best leader or follower you can be. The third mindset. The deeper you go in this, the more you realize that we all bring our own stories to the dance floor. That's what makes every dance so unique and special. Judgment of the other person's dancing will begin to deteriorate the quality of your connection. That's the third mindset. Everything my partner is doing is perfect. Here we are. This is the end. The fourth mindset to an 8-section course in Ethics 101 has to do with wanting something from the other person. Please do not come to a social dance with the notion that this is speed dating. Granted, partner dancing is a great way to find romantic partners. That is not why most of the people are there. Don't ruin the dance by trying to get more out of that person. It is truly important that you conclude each dance with the feeling of gratitude. In this mindset, we need to be very clear with ourselves about our agenda. Don't be a predator. Your partner will be able to feel it. Be very tactful and aware of social cues when propositioning someone at a social dance. Especially if you hold a position of power, it is best to avoid a sexual agenda. For the sake of the other person's autonomy, for the sake of the emotional well-being of both of you, for the sake of the prosperity of the dance community, and also for me and for the UniverseCityofStreet dance. We want people to have good feelings when they think of partner dance. That way we can have a broader influence on the world. Like that, I leave you. My agenda is exposed, and this is also the agenda of the UniverseCityofStreet dance. Help us tell the story of how partner dance has the potential to save the world. Because if we can learn to respect each other and ourselves, maybe that will transfer to how we treat this planet. If we can learn to listen to her or him, maybe we can preserve this amazing place for 7 generations to come. Alright, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. UniverseCityofStreet dance. Support it. Subscribe. I think if I get 1,000 subscribers, something cool happens. Thanks for making it all the way to the end. Make sure you smash that like button and check out my other videos, Course in Rhythms 101 and 102. You can follow me on Instagram. You can check out my Facebook page. Hire me and my partner, Ashe Jordan, to come to your town and teach partner dancing. We teach zouk, we teach bachata, we teach West Coast swing and salsa. Matter of fact, we can teach you and your community how to dance to any music, anywhere, with anyone. That's what the UniverseCityofStreet dance is all about. Send us questions, put it in the comments, Instagram, Facebook. We're here for you, we're here for this. Let's go, let's send it.